Welcome to Kieu channel. If this is your first time here, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share so you'll never miss our heartfelt journeys of love, hope, and perseverance.
Today, we follow Sung Luyen, a humble woman whose hands tell stories of hard work and quiet strength. The morning sun has just begun to rise, painting the horizon with shades of gold and soft orange. The village is still half asleep, but she's already awake, ready to begin another day of labor. Her goal today is simple yet meaningful: to buy a fish trap, the first step in her journey to provide for her family. With a woven basket in hand, she walks down the narrow dirt path that leads to the local market. The ground is still damp from the morning dew, and every step she takes stirs up the earthy scent of wet soil. Around her, the countryside slowly comes alive, the gentle rustle of leaves, the sound of a distant rooster, and the chatter of early vendors setting up their stalls. When she finally reaches the market, she pauses for a moment, taking in the familiar sights: rows of fresh vegetables, the smell of cooked food, and the friendly voices greeting one another. But she doesn't linger. She heads straight to the section where the fish traps are sold. There, she examines each trap carefully. Some are made of bamboo, others of wire and mesh. Her eyes trace every knot, every strand, every joint, making sure it's strong enough to hold even the largest fish. She gently lifts one trap, testing its weight, its frame, and its weaving. For a moment, she imagines herself standing by the riverbank, water glistening under the sun, the sound of the current flowing past her feet. She can already picture setting this very trap into the water, waiting patiently for what it might bring. Not just fish, but hope, food, and maybe a little bit of peace for her family. After much thought, she chooses one. It's sturdy, well-crafted, and feels right in her hands. She thanks the vendor with a humble smile, placing her hard-earned money, the result of many days of effort, into his palm.
After buying the fish trap, Sung Luyen carefully places it into her woven bamboo basket, the kind she carries on her back every day. The basket is sturdy and familiar, shaped by years of use, and now it holds the tool that she hopes will bring food and income for her family. She adjusts the strap across her shoulder, making sure the basket rests comfortably against her back. Then she continues walking through the market street, where the smell of freshly fried cakes fills the morning air, warm, sweet, and inviting. Her stomach growls softly. She hasn't eaten since sunrise. And ahead of her, a small stand catches her eye, an old woman frying crispy dough cakes, golden brown and glistening with sugar. The sound of sizzling oil mixes with the rhythm of the marketplace, vendors calling, carts creaking, the laughter of children nearby. Sung Luyen stops for a moment, watching, then smiles. She buys a few cakes, just enough to keep her from getting hungry during her long trip to the river. The vendor wraps them in a thin piece of paper, still warm to the touch. As she takes a gentle bite, the sweet taste brings her a quiet sense of comfort. It isn't much, but for her, it's enough. With the fish trap secured in the basket on her back and the warm cakes in her hand, she turns toward the road leading out of the market. Ahead lies the river, and with it, another day of hard work, hope, and quiet determination. Leaving the market behind, Sung Luyen walks along the narrow dirt path that winds through the open fields. All around her, the rice paddies glow a golden yellow, gently swaying in the breeze. The harvest season is near, and the air is filled with the warm, rich scent of ripened grain. The scene is peaceful, almost poetic, yet her steps remain steady and purposeful. The
The strap of her bamboo basket presses against her shoulder, carrying the weight of the fish trap inside. In her other hand, the small paper packet of fried cakes has cooled, but its warmth still lingers, a quiet reminder of her morning journey. As she walks, the sound of the wind brushing through the rice fields mixes with the distant rumble of thunder. Dark clouds begin to roll in over the hills. Soon, the soft patter of rain turns into a steady downpour. Raindrops slide down her face, soaking her hair and clothes. But she doesn't stop. For Sung Luyen, the rain is just another part of life, something she's learned to work through, not run from. After some time, she reaches a small stream hidden beneath a canopy of trees. The water runs clear and cold, winding its way beneath mossy stones. She kneels by the edge, her eyes scanning carefully for the best spot, where the current is gentle but steady enough for fish to pass through. When she finds it, she sets down her basket and pulls out the fish trap. With practiced hands, she wades into the stream, the water rising to her knees. She stretches the trap across the narrow flow, adjusting it so that it sits perfectly in place. Then, she lifts 2 heavy stones from the bank and presses them firmly against both ends, anchoring the trap so the current won't carry it away. The rain keeps falling, harder now, drenching everything around her. The sound of it hitting the water is loud, almost deafening, but in that moment, she doesn't care.
After setting the trap securely in the flowing stream, Sung Luyen steps back to the bank, her clothes still dripping from the rain. The sky has darkened. Night is beginning to fall. The forest grows quiet, broken only by the steady murmur of the water and the occasional chirp of crickets. She gathers a few dry twigs from under a tree and, with careful hands, builds a small fire beside the stream. The flames flicker to life, casting a warm glow on her tired face. Steam rises gently from her wet clothes as she sits close to the warmth, resting after a long, weary day.
A thin veil of mist stretches across the mountains, drifting gently through the valley. The calls of early birds blend with the pliant murmur of the stream. Everything feels calm, fresh, still, and alive. Beside the fading campfire, Sung Luyen opens her eyes. The night's chill clings to her skin, but her heart is warm with anticipation. Today, she'll discover if her effort, her patience, and her courage were truly worth it. She stands, brushes the dirt from her clothes, and lifts her bamboo basket onto her shoulders. The narrow path to the stream is slick with dew, covered in fallen leaves that shimmer under the morning light. Each step she takes is careful and steady, her breath slow, her eyes fixed on the water ahead. The mist curls around her as she nears the place where she set her trap the night before. Her hands tremble slightly, a mix of exhaustion and hope. She kneels by the bank, peering through the pale fog. Then, she sees it. Inside the trap, the water moves. Flashes of silver flicker in every direction. Fish, dozens of them, big and small, each glistening like tiny treasures caught in the dawn. A soft smile forms on her lips, weary yet filled with relief. "Thank you," she whispers, her voice barely rising above the sound of the stream. With both hands, she lifts the trap. It's heavy, heavy with reward, heavy with promise. Water splashes against her arms as she drags it ashore. The fish twist and thrash, their scales shining like scattered sunlight. Carefully, she empties them into a shallow pool beside the stream. For a moment, she just watches, letting the quiet satisfaction settle into her heart. Then she rinses each fish clean, the cold water numbing her hands. She places them gently into a plastic bag, ties it tight, and tucks it into her woven basket. When she finally stands, the mist begins to fade. Beyond the trees, the rice fields glow gold beneath the rising sun. The world feels new, as if nature itself smiles at her triumph. She thinks of her little daughter waiting at home. A warmth spreads through her chest. This is for you. Everything I do is for you. With the morning sun breaking through the clouds, Sung Luyen heads home, her basket full, her heart even fuller. If this story touched your heart, please like, share, and subscribe. Your support helps us bring more stories of quiet strength, love, and hope. Reminders that even in the simplest lives, beauty still blooms.